Mara, what are you doing? Why did you think it was such a good idea to punch someone like me in that way? All I was doing was coming over to your place for the first time with Adam to see you face to face and talk to you about us getting married. Why? You're asking me why I'd do something like that to you? Oh. That's because someone, I mean you, was trespassing in my house behind my son, so of course I had every right using violence against you. I have no husband to protect me anymore, so I had to fend for myself and make sure you weren't going to cause any problems. Also, I want you to stop talking to me like I'm someone you know, all right? Even having to think of you as being someone who's a part of my family makes me feel sick to my stomach. So, Mara, are you really that opposed to me getting married to your son, Adam? When we talked over the phone before, you never acted like you hated me in any way or that you were upset about me being with him. You know for a fact that I oppose it now. Back then when we talked, I didn't know enough about you, but now? Who would ever want their son to marry a used-up whore? So you're not happy about the fact that this will be my second time getting married then? Yes. I'm sure that this time will be the same as the last. You'll become bored of Adam and leave him just like your last husband to go and find someone new to be your husband, right? After all, you are the type of whore that can never last with a single man and must always go out to find yourself a new one. That wasn't the reason for me having to leave my last husband, though. So how about instead of punching someone first, you listen to what they have to say to you about the person they are? I'm not going to waste my time listening to whatever useless spiel you have saved up to try and fool me. I already learned everything I needed to know about you. And that is that you are a woman loaded with problems that I will not let my son be exposed to. I'm sure you're the one responsible for your husband having to leave you last time, right? Why do you feel as though you already know everything about me already? I am a pro at judging other women and their life stories just by looking at them. And also, when it comes to you, you're not even working a proper job, right? No, I'm working a proper job. I just don't have to leave my house if I don't want to work. You must know that my son is in the middle of finding himself a job, right? Are you working a job right now that'll allow you to take care of him while he's out searching for a new job? As of right now, I'm the one supporting the two of us. I know that. And you're only doing that because my son is putting his best foot forward and finding the perfect job for himself. Do you think that because you're the only one with a job right now that you are better than Adam? No, I don't think that at all about myself. I find it pretty rare that a son's mother would be totally fine with his wife supporting him. Well, we're not going to talk any further about something like that. I'm not actually okay with you supporting him as his wife, and I don't want you married to him at all. I will never let my son be with a woman who's already used up and has nothing left to give. If me punching you has opened your eyes to that fact, then never come around me and my family ever again, you whore! You're not regretting your actions at all, are you? You think I'd regret punching you? I found it quite pleasing hitting a used-up hag like you.
Hey, Liz, can you please stop getting so worked up over what happened? My mom has always been that kind of woman. So, you know...
You're asking me not to be worked up over something as serious as what happened? What the hell do you mean she's just that kind of person, Adam? I was punched by your mom. Are you telling me she acts like that towards all kind of people then? Not just me?
That's not what I meant! No, I get that she hit you. I totally get that it probably hurt a bit. But, well, you wouldn't want to ruin things between us, would you? So please, just forgive her for what she did to you. I'm sure it'll never happen again. and that she'll get used to me being with you very soon.
Why am I supposed to be the one forgiving her for something like that when she's going to do that again at any time? I was the one that got assaulted by that woman. Are you not worried at all about how I feel right now?
What? No! Of course I'm really worried about you, Liz. I'm also sure that you are very shocked by what happened. So I wanted to come and calm you down a little. I'm not asking you to let her get away with something like that. Alright?
This isn't even about me being shocked by what she did, though. This is about how she wouldn't even give me a chance by listening to what I had to say and just resorted to violence right off the bat. I feel I might have to tell the police about what happened between her and I.
Why do you think you need to do something as unnecessary as that? Telling the police? I don't think that'll help our situation any. I think you're just taking things a little too far by doing that. You're not actually going to talk to the police about what my mom did, right?
You think that would be me taking this way too far? What the heck are you even going on about, Adam? I was just punched by your mother when I came into her house with you. And you're going to say that wasn't her taking things way too far? Adam, are you actually on your mom's side in all of this? Because that's really what you're making this look like right now.
I'm not on anyone's side right now, Liz. But...
Hold up, you should be on my side right now, Adam. You saw me get punched by your mom for no reason at all. Also, right now, your mom thinks that I'm some kind of used-up whore for some reason. Why did you not step in and try to clear things up with her about that?
What? Well, hold on, Liz. She's not wrong when she says that.
You don't think her calling me a whore is wrong? What the actual frick, Adam?
Well, you have been with another man before me, right? I forgot what the reason was for you and your ex getting a divorce and all, but...
Is that right? I am completely shocked right now. What you just said to me? I think I'm going to have to call this marriage thing with you off, Adam. You don't even seem to know a thing about me still, and we've been together for years now.
Huh? What? Call our marriage off? You'd never do that to me, right? Hold your horses now, Liz. Why do you think you have to end things with me right now? I understand that I might not be the best pillar of support for you at times, but even still...
I'm sorry, but this just isn't going to work for me anymore. The way you think of me, it's just not something I'm going to accept from someone who I'd make my husband. I'm going to go talk to the police about what your mom did, and then I'm going to throw away the marriage forms we had filled out.
Why? Why are you going to do that?
I can see that you're only thinking about yourself right now, and I'm not having any of that. I'm sure you don't see things that way, but it's the truth.
But even if we're not going to be engaged to one another anymore, you still love me as your boyfriend, right? You just want to see how things will pan out for a little bit here. And you'll still be my girlfriend, right?
Nope. You and I are breaking up.
Huh? Wait a second, Liz. I'm not gonna allow you to leave me like that. Why do you think you have to break up with me?
Because you are a self-centered loser who doesn't care about how I feel anymore. I'm sure the only reason you still even want to be with me now is because without me, you'd never be able to join my company, right?
No, it's not just that.
I already get it now. I get what you and your mom are about, and I'm not sticking around for it. Goodbye forever now.
Hold on for just a second!
Mara, I'm no longer going to be getting married to Adam now. I just thought it'd be kind of me to let you know that this is the way things have ended up. Great! Hearing from you that you're going to do that makes me very happy. I don't have to worry myself too much anymore thinking about how a whore like you could have been a part of my family. So now, be aware that you are never allowed anywhere near my family ever again. And of course, that also means no more meeting with Adam anymore, all right? All right. Since even you're asking that from me now, then I'm definitely not ever going to go around Adam again. And if you try to get Adam to do anything to me, I'll make you pay for it. He is a kind man, after all, and if he was to side with you after this, I'd have a really hard choice to make. Of course, I'm not going to do anything to get him to go against you. I'm not going to even talk to Adam anymore. I will hold true to my promise that he and I are through, and I will not be talking with any of you anymore. It's great to see that a whore like you at least has somewhat of a head on your shoulders. I'm happy to see that. But Liz, do remember that I really hate women that don't know how to treat their man right. When it comes to me, before my husband passed away, I spent every second of my life devoting myself to him and only him. So seeing someone like you who finds it fun to sleep around with all kinds of men and move from one to another looking for marriage as a totally disgusting thing. Why are you starting to say that I sleep around with other men now as well? You happen to be divorced by your last husband, so I'm aware of what the reason for that was for. He divorced you because you were sleeping with other men, right? And so I'm never going to let my important little man be in the arms of someone as unfaithful as you. You don't have to worry yourself with me anymore. I was never planning on marrying Adam for what little money he has or anything like that anyway. Now just remember, Mara, that after this, even if you try once to sway me back into marrying Adam, it's not happening. And you're not going to regret me not wanting to marry him anymore, right? Why do you think I'd ever regret him not ending up with you? I'm so happy to see you leaving that I might be grinning for days. From here on out, I'm going to help him find a proper woman to be married to. Someone who's never been married before and is willing to give everything for Adam. Is that right? Well then, good luck finding a woman for him like that. Goodbye forever, you disgusting loser.
Mom. This is all your fault, Mom. Why did you end up having to punch Liz like that?
I'm so sorry, Adam. That was a complete shock for all of us. But listen, Adam, I did all that for the sake of protecting you, all right? I know for a fact that there are better women in this world who are a lot better for you.
All you did was cause bigger problems for me. It's all because of you, Mom, that my future is ruined.
Adam? Did you really want to marry her that badly that you blame me for something like that? That whore was not right for you. You are supposed to be married to a much more faithful and gorgeous-looking woman. And before we go looking for a woman like that, we need to get you a job. Let me ask some of my friends for you about jobs in town.
There were plans for me to be hired into the company that Liz owns.
Huh? Liz has her own company?
Yes. Liz is the CEO of her own company. And it's not just any old company, but one that's been on TV plenty of times now, because it's so famous. Right now, her company is making huge profits every year, and at the rate it's going, it'll be one of the largest and most well-known companies of all time.
What? That woman has a company like that?
How hard do you think I've been trying to make things work with her in order to get myself a job within that company? She's a beautiful woman, and has been on tons of magazines, and in all kinds of shows on TV. I was finally going to be able to marry a woman like her, and then be hired into that company of hers. Then I would have never had to worry or complain about life again.
I'm sorry, Adam. I didn't know anything about all of that at the time.
And also, Mom, I have a feeling that you're getting pretty close to using all of Dad's money up by now, right? Had I been able to get into that company of Liz's, I would have been able to send you money each month. Well, now you've gone and ruined both our lives.
Had I known about all of this, I would have never yelled at her or hit her. Why did you never tell your mom about the fact that she owns a really outstanding company or that she was going to hire you?
You think I could tell you that she'd be the one getting me a job?
Hey now, I wouldn't have thought anything of that, Adam.
Well, for right now, all of this is your fault. And I don't think it'll ever not be your fault. Liz has also said that she's going to tell the police about what you did to her. She has a lot of lawyers under her already, ready to help her. So I advise you to get ready for that.
Hey, who are you sided with right now, Adam? To me, it seems you care about her more than your own mother.
I'm on nobody's side right now, Mom. I was really trying to help you by telling Liz not to worry so much about you. But what you did last time was taking things too far, and that's why this is all happening to us. Not only has she broken up with me, but she's also having me leave her penthouse now. I don't have a home anymore, Mom. All because you couldn't control your childish behavior.
Well, you can always come back and live here with me. How does that sound to you? You can come back to your mama and we can both live together again, like old times.
Are you freaking joking, Mom? You think me coming back to you is going to change anything? I know that you don't even care about what I want. Because no matter who I get married to, you'll feel lonely because I'll have my own woman and get jealous again.
I don't ever feel lonely and jealous. I really just want for you to be happy, Adam.
You liar! All you've done so far is ruin any chance of happiness I was ever going to have. I don't want to even talk with you anymore, Mom! I'm cutting all ties with you!
You do that to me? Wait a second, Adam.
Don't you ever try calling or texting me again, alright?
Hey, Liz, I really messed up a lot this time. I never even knew that you had yourself your own company, and a very respectable one at that. So I'm asking you, please get married to Adam for me. Nope. It's not happening. Why not? I'm trying to apologize to you right now after what happened. You can go ahead and tell the police about everything I did to you, all right? That's totally fine. But I'll only let you do that if you go ahead and marry Adam, please. You must have heard all about this from Adam, then. That because of you, we are no longer getting married and he's upset about it? That boy is a jerk for yelling at me like that. Adam is supposed to be a perfect little man to his mother. Well, if he's such a perfect little man to his mother, then he should also be able to find another woman to marry him, right? Wouldn't it be just embarrassing for him to have to marry a used-up whore like me when he's so amazing? I've come to learn that Adam is the only one meant for you, Liz. If he's not able to marry you in the end, then he's really going to go ahead with cutting ties to me. So please, Liz, please just get married to Adam for me like you always wanted. Just a few hours ago, you had sworn to me something, right? That no matter what happened after we talked, I wouldn't be marrying Adam and you wouldn't regret it, right? Wait, you can go ahead and forget about all that. You want to go back on something we swore? Mara, you called me a used-up whore because I ended up getting a divorce from the last man I married. Yet now, after all the crap you'd done and said to me, you want to go back on all you said just to make sure you're not the one coming out on the bottom? No? I'm going to follow through with what I swore on. I mean, I'm a good person after all, so I don't mind never having to think about marrying him again. And just as you've been told by Adam, I'm going to tell the police about you hitting me. I believe now is the best time of all times to start looking for a lawyer who can help you reduce the settlement you'll have to pay me. Why is everything all falling in around me? Well, the reason for that is simple. You judged my character way too soon before giving me a chance and then punched me for it. I did not judge you too soon, Liz, and there are plenty of reasons as for why I thought you were a total waste for him. I mean, you were the one that cheated on your last husband, and that's why he divorced you, right? That's a fact. I had every right to not want my son marrying someone who thought it was okay to cheat when they were married. I have never once in my life cheated on my partner. Then why did he divorce you? It's always been the woman at fault when there's a divorce at stake. To tell you the truth, we never even got a divorce the way you might think. Huh? Then you're telling me that even now you have relations with your ex? You are a whore! No matter how you think of it now, you are the most disgusting woman on this planet. One might even call you a witch for that. My husband passed away 5 years ago due to unfortunate causes. Huh? I never, ever cheated on him, nor did he and I ever get a divorce. We both loved one another to the very end, and I still love him to this day. He was not only my husband either, as he helped me with my company a ton, and I thought of him as one of my best business partners. Is that so? Well, I never knew about that. I know that, Mara. And neither did Adam know a thing about that. And that's why the two of you just assumed I had gotten a divorce or something back then. Adam never would listen to the whole story I'd tell him, as he'd always nod off halfway through. And in your case, you never even gave me the chance to tell you. But listen, Liz, I'm on your side now, right? I myself had my husband pass away a little while ago, so I completely sympathize with how you feel right now. I promise that whatever I had said to you before, I take it back and never speak of it again. I don't care about that. The fact that you treated me like total crap and even went as far as hitting me over not liking who you thought I was will never go away. I'm going through with what I told both of you, and that's telling the police about you and breaking up with Adam. Hey now, please! I really did some bad things to you, Liz, but I've learned my lesson now and will never judge you like that again. And you should be learning your lesson after something like this. Are you really never going to find a way to forgive me and let this all go? At this point, it's not about me forgiving you or not forgiving you. You did something you were not supposed to do, no matter the situation, and I'm afraid you might do it again someday. Well, do you even have evidence of me punching you like you said? Excuse me? I'm asking if you even have any evidence of me hitting you like you keep saying I did. No, wait. Repeat that one more time for me, Mara. You said you're going to tell the police about this, right? But I've never once punched you at any point in my life. Mara, is this your attempt at trying to run away from things then? Well, I guess I can't do anything to stop you. I mean, your son is going to pay for this all just as much as you, but you're still only thinking about yourself in the end? I'm asking you to show me what evidence you have of me ever punching you at any time. You must have something, right? You don't? Well then, perhaps it's time you stopped trying to threaten me with such BS. Dang. You really got me this time, Mara. I'm going to assume you saying you learned your lesson was all just a lie to try and save your own skin? Oh, I have learned my lesson, Liz. I should have listened to you a bit more to learn that your husband is in fact dead and you never cheated on him. But I'm not going to sit here and feel sorry over something I never did to you. Well, Mara, when you have to show up to the courtroom and you still act like a smartass, you'll find that there will be nobody there who is willing to listen to your crap. Is that really what you want to do? You really want to keep acting that way, only increasing the amount of repercussions there will be for yourself? The only problem that's occurring right now is you trying to sue me for something I never did. I want you to send me right now the evidence you have of me punching you. All right then, take a look at this video for me. Wait a second, what is that? You You were taking a video of that? Actually, my company specializes in selling security and recording goods used for people that want to avoid being falsely accused of anything in the future, or to help them win court cases. And a lot of the things we make happen to be accessories that have small cameras and microphones in them for instances like these. We also dabble in drive recorders and things like that for cars, but our specialty are things much more personal. What? I have footage of you verbally assaulting me at first, all the way to you physically assaulting me. And I also have the audio from that, so everyone in the courtroom will be able to witness it all unfold. But, hold on, you said you never laid a finger on me, right? No, this is all made up. This is all fake. Go ahead and claim that, but just know your last effort to try and get away has failed. Isn't this camera amazing? I'd love for you to buy one yourself and give it a try sometime. What is wrong with you? Well then, Mara. I'll be seeing you in court the next time we speak. And I'm now raising the amount I'll ask for in the settlement after what you just tried pulling there. Why? Why are you doing this? I really hope that after the court case you learn a valuable lesson. Please and thank you. Well, this was all a bunch of fun, right? You almost had me in the first half there, but that punch and your mama's boy son really sealed the deal in making me hate the both of you. That was a close one. Hey, I really am sorry for what happened. I understand that it's really hard to go through life after losing your loved one like that. That's why I always hate hearing these stories about other people leaving the people they thought they loved because one of them cheated. Why do they get to keep their partners and take them for granted, but not us, right? I almost sort of understand what you mean there. But that's not a good enough reason for calling me such horrible things and then punching me. You know that, right? No matter how much you try and get me to feel bad for you or apologize to me, I'm not going to forgive you. Is there really no way for me to show you that I'm really sorry? I'm asking you to please listen to me. If you let me talk about myself a little more, I'm sure you'll understand how I was feeling then. Stop it with all that sobbing, would you? I don't care to listen to your useless sob story and waste all my time. After that, I went ahead and blocked Mara's number and everything. Adam tried relentlessly to get me to rethink what I was doing, but I cannot trust him anymore as the person he is, and so I totally ignored him. I kicked Adam out of my penthouse, and then I myself moved out of there into a smaller home more fit for a single woman like me. A little while after that, there was a court case against Mara, and like I said to her, it was all an easy win for me. She really tried her hardest to use the fact that her husband had died as a way to make her look as though the stress that caused her to hit me was not her fault, but nobody bought that. And it didn't help that I showed the jury screenshots of what she had said to me about having not even punched me in the first place, which only helped dig her an even deeper hole to end up in. By the time she realized that everyone in the courtroom had heard enough of her sob story and BS, she sat down and all the life in her face just drained away. I was able to get a lot of money from her in the settlement, and will be waiting for that money to come to me. Adam has totally cut ties to his mom now, and whenever she tries to get a hold of him or go out to find him, he never responds to her. There are even rumors going around now that Mara is so lonely not having anyone around her anymore that she'll try stalking Adam to see where he goes next. When it comes to what Adam is doing now, he still was never able to find himself a job, and so he was forced to leave town and start working out in the countryside. With the loss of everyone she thought was close to her, and with most of her husband's money being used up now, I really wonder what Mara's doing with herself now. As for what's happened to myself, I've become a little turned away from the thought of marriage and have now been putting a lot of my time into the work I do within my company. Even now, my company is making bank, and I'm working to only expand the company even more for the sake of ramping up production. And until I find myself another man who I think is actually worthy of my time, I'm going to keep treating my work as though it's my partner. And I'll keep doing this all with the thought of my deceased husband being right beside me.